Hi, I want to share with you four things that I take daily that I'm seeing such a great improvement in my mindset, my mental health, my emotional health, my energy. I make my own capsules using spices. I've taken vitamins for years, but the more I learn about vitamins, they're so full of fillers. And a lot of times we don't really absorb them. They go in one end and come out the other because we're not really absorbing them. So I'm going to share with you four spices that I take every day. And I make my own spices. And I went on Amazon. I get my own little, I don't know if you can see these little capsules. They're gel capsules. They're empty. And you can get a package of them, like 100 or 1,000. And then I have my own spoon filler. And the four tablets spices that I make are, first of all, turmeric. Turmeric is really good um, for getting rid of plaque around the brain. We get plaque on our teeth, but we can also get plaque on our brain. So put your hand over your brain and say, I'm going to practice good health care for my brain. Look, I'm in my seventh decade, and I hear about so many people as they age develop dementia and Alzheimer. And things that I'm reading tell me that turmeric is really good for decreasing those odds of getting dementia or Alzheimer because you're getting rid of the plaque on your brain. So that's one of them. The second spice is saffron. Oh, I love saffron. Saffron is good for combating depression. It releases a neurochemical called serotonin, and it generates happiness. You begin to feel happier. So if you're feeling low, I would recommend, some saffron. The third thing is ginger. I make my own ginger tablets out of ginger powder. I know that I'm not a doctor. So this is just me sharing what works for me. Okay. I am not a medical doctor, but I have been taking herbal supplements for over 35 years on a daily basis. Yeah. On a daily basis, whether it's cascara or comfrey or ashwagandha. My God, it's just so many different spices and herbal supplements I've taken for over 30 years. And so the third one is ginger. And ginger is good for inflammation if you have arthritis. If you hear the word inflammation, right in the middle of the word inflammation is flame. So when our knees and our joints are on fire, it's because our body has not released the toxins and the residue from eating meat and sugar and all the things that we put in our body, and it never leaves, and it settles in our joints and creates this fire in our hips and our knees and our joints. And so ginger is an excellent spice to help relieve the pain in your joints. The fourth one is beet powder. Oh, I love beets. I eat beets all the time, but I also take the beet powder. And beets are good for energy. It's good for your blood. Again, I am not a medical doctor. I am Jewel Diamond Taylor, and I often share online what I call my Jewel Wellness tips. And this is my tip for you today to begin to think about implementing these wonderful spices into your temple. This is where I live. I don't live in a Rolls Royce. I don't live in a Mercedes. I don't live in a Tesla. This is my address. This is where I live. And so I make sure that I'm working on maintaining and honoring and respecting and nurturing my body because I know that health is my first wealth. If I were to offer you $1 million today, would you take it? You probably say, yeah, girl, give me that $1 million. And then if I tell you by the end of the day, you're going to die, what would you say? Jewel, you can keep the $1 million. I'd rather live. See, we need to value life more than we do material things. You have to value your body and take good care of it. Nobody else can do it for you. I can't make anybody that I love do the things that I do or practice the habits that I have. I have to do it for me. I have to be an example to others, but at the same time, I've got to be consistent in taking care of my temple. This is where the Holy Spirit lives in this temple. And so I want to continue doing what I believe I was born to do, and that is to inspire people. I want to work and do what I love. I don't have a job, I have a joy. So I'm not looking for an escape. I'm not looking to retire. I want to do this until the Holy Spirit calls me home for eternal rest. And so if I want to do it, I have to be healthy. I pray this message helps you. And I want to thank those of you that always hit the share button and share my messages and my posts on Facebook and LinkedIn and Instagram. I thank you so much for sharing my newsletter. You are amazing. God bless you, and stay in the light.